Headlines, spread lines, blow my mind, and now this deadline, eviction or pay. How to...
Anthony Rapp has been at the heart of the Pulitzer Prize-winning musical Rent from day one. Now he's reflecting on his time with the show and so much more with the return of his acclaimed solo show, Without You. And we are so excited to have him with us now. Welcome.
Thank you.
I can't not just say what you were doing while that video was playing. You're like not watching it. Can you not watch
Well, no,
that?
I can. It was just 26 years ago.
I know. Yeah, so that...
It's a time capsule.
It is a time capsule. So that was, you know, back when you were originating the role in Rent.
Yeah.
And this solo show starts in 1994 when you were auditioning for Rent, right?
Yes.
So kind of set this show up for us.
I was working at Starbucks then. I'd been working professionally as an actor since I was a little kid, but I was in a low period, and
Yeah.
I got this audition for a rock opera, which was not necessarily a phrase that, you know,
Anyone
filled
knew.
me with, you know, confidence.
Okay.
But I was excited because I had done musicals as a kid, but no one in New York really knew I did musicals.
Okay.
So I sang R.E.M's Losing My Religion for my audition song, and I got called back on the spot and then got the role, and then the rest is history. But yeah, I mean, I started the show at that point where none of us, myself nor anyone else, knew it was coming.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so you first wrote and performed this show 10 years ago, right? So why did you want to revisit this at this point in time?
Well, in the meantime, I've had the great good fortune of being a part of Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
We're going into our 5th season, and when you're doing a TV show, it's kind of hard to like figure out what you can do between seasons.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to get it off the ground again.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do these 4 performances next week as kind of like a preview, little like this is what we have, but we would love to do a proper run of it next year between seasons 5 and 6.
Oh, nice. So, I mean, this show also kind of charts your relationship with your late mom, and I feel like after all the loss that so many people have gone through in the last few years, does that part of the show, are you coming to that from a different place now, you think?
Well, I mean, I think one of the reasons I first wrote it was at the time that the book was published in 2006, there wasn't a lot of literature out there that was about young people dealing with grief and loss. And I think that is a subject that is much more acknowledged these days. I still think in our culture, it's generally something that people are a little afraid of or keep at arm's length.
Yeah.
And my hope is that through the show and the book, that it becomes more and more something that everyone is able to talk about.
Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about the music. I know that there's some original songs, there's some songs from Rent. What can people expect?
Well, I mean, I grew up like Jonathan listening to musical theater, but also rock and roll and pop music, alternative music. You know, he and I shared a love of Radiohead and The Who. So I think the music that I've written has some of those influences.
Yeah.
And also Jonathan's music is celebrated throughout.
Yeah, let's talk about Jonathan Larson for a second. I mean, he's obviously back in the spotlight right now because of Tick, Tick, Boom, which was such a good movie.
Yes.
You know, as someone who has worked closely with him or had worked closely with him, what's like one thing that you would want people to know about him?
Well, in the movie, if you watch the movie, which you did,
Yeah.
you know that at one point he's heard saying, "I'm the future of musical theater." Yeah. That is something that he said at my birthday party to a friend of mine. My friend came up to me and was like, "What's with that guy?" And this is what he told me. So, but what I would want to, like in the movie, it's not like he was super arrogant about it. He was just like matter of fact.
Yeah,
He
wow.
believed it in his core, and he was right.
Yeah.
So I guess I just want to, you know, highlight that was true about him.
Yeah.
That he had such incredible confidence in himself, but not in a way that was like trying to, like with a chip on his shoulder.
Right.
He believed in what he had to give to the world, and guess what? He was right, and he changed the world.
Yeah, he really was right. You mentioned Star Trek. Let's talk about that. Star Trek Discovery. Your character and Wilson Cruz's character are the first openly gay couple in the Star Trek universe, really. So what has it been like not only representing that, but exploring that?
Well, I mean, it was probably, you know, many years too long before there was that acknowledgement in the Star Trek universe, but it's been an honor for both Wilson and myself to carry that mantle. We've both been openly, publicly queer since, you know, the early 90s.
Yeah.
So we've been carrying that flag for all these years. So to be able to do so in this amazing way that, you know, a universe that's embraced around the world.
Yeah.
We've had so many people talk to us about how much that means to them.
That's nice.
So it's just an honor.
Yeah, I mean, I know that there are a lot of Trekkies out there, and one of them was Stacey Abrams.
Yes.
I mean, how hard was it to keep that secret between taping that and like it coming out?
Well, we're really good at keeping secrets around Star Trek because, you know, but it is kind of amazing in this day and age of social media. It was a total surprise. But when we heard about it, we were thrilled. And then, you know, that she gets to play the president of Earth.
Yes.
You know, it's a little bit of wishful thinking.
Yes, that's nice. I love that. Well, you can see Anthony's show Without You Tuesday, April 19th through Thursday, April 21st. For tickets and more info, head to royalfamilyproductions.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you.